when you pointed out the indicator to me, that was the first time in like a long time that I even ever paid attention to the ball indicator when you're not in ball cam.
Mm-hmm.
And I used that so much in the last few, you know, last week. Um, Not that I'm trying to stay off of ball cam, but just when I need it, if I need to look at something, if I need to watch the boost
Mm-hmm.
and I can see that indicator, it was helpful.
Yeah, it allows you to keep track of the ball anyway, right? And how it's moving
Yeah,
and where it's coming down to you, but then also pay attention to other information on the field that is more important than the
yeah,
ball. Because the ball won't change direction unless it's hit by a car or hits the ground or hits a wall. So, as it's in the air, a lot of people have the issue of staring at the ball for too long when the ball is just floating in the air
yeah,
because they're trying to read it, right? And there are other things that you could be doing in that time frame where you could be taking off ball cam and still keep track of the ball where it is on the ground and how it's moving, but or at least have a general sense of where it is still, but looking at the other players and how they're reacting to it, and then that can play into your next decision where you beat someone out on a ball or you can demo. I don't care. You just do whatever you feel like is necessary in that moment.
hmm
So,
yeah. One thing
uh,
I wanted to mention too, just real quick,
mm-hmm,
was that even though I hit champ to div three, um, I was still getting carried a lot, and probably because I'm not quite actually to that level, but I got good teammates most of the time, and
mm-hmm.
I was not making poor decisions, but I wasn't able to execute, like you said, on a lot of the plays. So I just wanted to point that out. That and it came when it came down to it, there were certain teammates that were expecting me. They weren't able to carry obviously either, and
Mm-hmm.
they were expecting me to play more of a supporting role or an active role, and I just couldn't do it because it was either too fast for me or whatever mechanically I wasn't able to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
So that's what
um,
these two replays that you sent me are, right?
yeah,
Um,
kind of. Yeah.
these are
I mean, I had
gameplay.
some goals in the one, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but those are the ones when I hit champ two, div three. So
Okay. Let me delete these and then bring those in. And these are doubles gameplay. Is
I think
that
they were threes.
okay? Threes. All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mainly play threes. So
mm-hmm. Let me share my screen real quick. There we go. What which are these titled something or are these
oh, probably not. They were from March 20th.
uh
I can give you the exact time.
sure. Let me open up my thing too. So, is it from No, I just added those so I can't tell what date it is, but
Yeah, here. I can give you the. I gotta get back to the menu. Okay, March. Oh, the 19th. I'm sorry.
oh, okay.
Uh, 9:52 p.m. and 10:32 p.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these two
One
then.
was a 4-3 and one was a 5-0.
Okay,
I
so
guess I
we'll
could have
check out the
renamed them. I
four
didn't even
three.
realize that.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll just Han one, Han two. They choose the 4-3 game. Okay, great. Let me turn my volume up. Oh, it is up. Never mind. Cool. And you are here.
Yep.
And this is fully solo queue.
Yeah, I this was also. I very rarely play
Oh
with
yeah.
anybody.
I think this is fine. You can back off a little bit here. Oh, that one was like jumping early. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you know what happened here,
yeah.
right?
No, I didn't wait.
Okay.
All I had to do was
Uh,
control it there or stay on
or
the ground.
yeah, I would have.
Get in
What
a
I
better
would have done
position.
personally is I would have just driven to the left, like boosted to the
Yep,
left, and then stopped here and then come up from the right. But
yep. I don't know why I did. Probably
I
thought
mean,
I
it
was gonna
happened.
be able to get
If I went over my replays, I have a lot of those moments too,
yeah.
where I'm like,
I think I even like pros do some stuff where you're like, okay, why did he do that?
right, exactly. That's why it's not that hard to actually analyze those kind of games because uh, even though like everyone knows what they did wrong, and even the pros know what they did wrong. But
Yeah.
by the way, that shot earlier was really good. You can't be double jumping there. You can hold on to your second flip. I think, was that a problem that we had
It
discussed
was,
the first
yeah,
time?
and I was thinking about that just before we got online together, and I was like, oh, I need to do that more often. I think that's something I'm going to focus on next.
There we can wait on the ground to let that bounce to us rather than just hitting it to them.
Yep.
That's a goal. Yeah. It ends up giving a goal away, is this play. Here. Because we had a good opportunity.
Were out of position.
Yeah, and this is the goal, at least I feel, for these lessons is not like for you to play well, right? But I want you to have like certain ideas in your head that give you the tools to carry on your own, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I feel that someone is actually like ready to move out of their rank is when they can actually carry out of there,
right?
You know, out on their own, and decisions like this where like yes you hit it into the corner here and your teammates especially your green this guy Shady Waffles should have gone up the wall here to meet this ball up on the backboard and then kick it out away, right? That would be the right play and you would be out of this situation, you know, fully. But coming from your perspective, like we just give the ball away and then we're asking the team to score.
That was a series of mistakes. Mistake number 1 was mine, mistake 2 was his, but it ends up.
But the only one that can take responsibility is you.
Yeah, I ended up leading us into a bad place because of it. So.
Right. Here we need to multitask. This one. So what do I want you? How do I want you to multitask? Well, I guess how do I phrase this? There are 2 things that I want you to do, all in the same moment, right? And what are those things, and how do we accomplish that?
Okay, at this very moment right here?
Yeah, so there are 2 tasks that I want you to complete in the same motion, right? What are those 2 tasks and how do you accomplish putting those 2 together into one?
You like to pressure me.
I'm trying to get you to think about the game, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, the ball's coming down. He's facing away. So I should be able to catch up to him 50, but that would be one thing because basically the ball would just go flying. I suppose I could push the ball over to the boost because the way he's facing right there, I could get a touch on it and push it towards that direction. But he might. I guess I'm not gonna have to just say I don't know.
Well, you actually answered it. Yeah, where the ball comes down into him, right? He's on this side of the field. Or on this side of the ball, which means that if he does get a touch on this ball, it's going to go to the right. And so for you, you're going to look for his touch, right? And you're going to jump and flip when the ball comes over to the right and flip into the boost as you hit the ball. So that not only does the ball get hit off of him and you take him out of the play and the ball hopefully hits off of this corner. You're aiming for this corner part right here, right? To then center it out to midfield. And then you've collected 100 boost as well. And so you've accomplished picking up boost pads for yourself, taking him out of the play, and centering the ball. And now you can recover and get back.
So that's 3 things,
Yeah, really it's 3 things. This part is kind of just happens, and this is hopefully we can get this to happen as well.
That makes sense.
But here we kind of go for the read on him instead, and we pick up the boost a little bit later, and so our rotation is a lot slower than what it could be. Like if we had picked up that boost pad all in that moment, we could actually be a lot more forward than we are now. Close. We just need to get above the ball a little bit more. Your teammate could have scored that, unfortunate. We just rotate back. Hopefully your teammate, okay, he dumps it, that's good. Here you wait back, because there's going to be a 50. That was really dangerous, but you hit the ball in a really good spot for yourself to follow up. So that's really good. Good job recognizing the boost, too. Here is where I would have you... Instead, I like this position right here. I don't like this position right here, and it's because we cut off our wall play entirely. So if this ball does go, like, let's say it gets hit out really high and far and, like, out, and Falcon can't get it, well, you still have an angle to jump off and reach it. Whilst here, it's going to be a lot more awkward. You're going to have to swing around and come this way to get into the ball. Whilst here, it's a straight line to the ball. So you actually get up in the air a lot quicker by being on the wall already.
Yep.
But your teammate, like, he doesn't get a good hit, and your teammate makes a good challenge. We hesitate too much. It's pretty clear from that. That's fine. You just leave the play now. I guess he gives you the ball. Oh, we could have waited for the bounce.
Yeah, I think it's a power shot.
Okay, that's fine. Just rotate around, wait for that 50. Teammates got to let him do his thing, which I don't trust him to make a good play.
Yeah, so Waffles right there, when he does that, throws me way off because I'm okay, he's going.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, and then...
This happens all the time too, right? Is that he's going this way, which means you rotate out, and you could have had a hit here. This is fine, like, because now we back off, right? This is good on you, and he backs off too, right? If you were to challenge this, right, and you go up, and let's say this guy smacks it down the field, right? Do you trust Shady Waffles to make a block?
No, and in this position,
I don't either.
they were both going towards the ball, so I had no choice but to retreat.
Right. So
and
you
even
made
if
the right
he
call.
hadn't immediately, he may have been out of the play anyway because he had no boost. So
right, that could absolutely be the case too. With well, he has 85, I guess. So we don't know exactly how much boost he has, but he looks like he has none, right? And so but from his language, you know he doesn't want to go for the ball, just how he's moving on the field. So we back off. That guy messes up. Good turn on this. So take the boost. Oh, close. Do you know how we get power on this, or?
Yeah, so wait right there just before it, when it bounces, I guess is when I should have.
Let's see, let's speed this up a
Maybe
little
not, I don't know.
Actually, because of the weird replays, anyway. But the problem with this is, right, that it comes in a little bit close, and this guy, if he double jumps off the wall and you don't get the shot clear on, it, like, bounces way out. So yeah, you could come in.
I'm sorry, you completely cut out for like a good seconds there.
The only worry I have is McDipper jumping out and making a block here, and I'm okay with your read here initially, right? But the thing that I'd want you to do is instead, it all comes from how your car turns, right? So if you look, you jumped, your momentum is carrying you this way, right?
Yeah.
And you side flip this way, which means your flip is carrying momentum out here, and you're killing your forward momentum and putting it to the side, right? You're changing your momentum and not going into it. Yeah. And so when you flip into it, you also hit it with the top of your car slightly.
Okay.
And instead of the side part. And that's going to just roll off your car and droop in. So if you do what then? Like, a couple things that we do in this moment, but... what are those things that we have to do? So
I would say you're gonna have to align your car so that you can hit it with the nose. So jump, and then point your nose towards the ball, and then flip into it.
Yeah, flip forward into it. You can do that. You can also take that same concept, right? And from this momentum right here, you can actually turn your car instead of inside, right? And then flipping left into it. You can turn your car outside and left flip into it, right? Because if your car is facing this way instead, or well, not this hard, but like let's say it's facing this way, right? And you left flip into it, the momentum that you had from this part is carried into the flip as well, instead of you flipping this way, right?
Yeah.
Because let's see how you flip into this. Like, see how you kill your momentum by flipping backwards, essentially, like a little bit? That's going to kill a lot of power on that play, and it's going to be an easy save for him. So it's kind of like, it's a very small, like, what are they called? Micro decisions that we make that determine how much power we get. And you'll see pros are constantly getting amazing hits because they're so used to their car. I also think that you staying here for too long is dangerous. Like, he hits it inside and you're hoping to get a turn on this. You can turn towards the outside and wait. But...
yeah, that'd have been a safe.
And I mean, this is unfortunate too, but...
We collide, yep.
So far in this game, I mean, I haven't seen the whole thing. The half flip's a little sloppy, but I haven't seen you messing up too much. Like, in terms of, compared to your teammates. Compared to your, like, it doesn't look like you're out of place from my eyes. And it could be, well, we'll see also from the other game where it was like destroyed, right? Where
Yeah.
you destroyed the other team.
Well, that there was somebody there that was carrying us big time, so it wasn't even really. I was debating on whether I wanted to provide that replay, but
Hmm.
'cause
I
it
think it's
wasn't
fun
really
to look
true.
at if you felt awkward during the game and you're like, oh, we won this game, but I felt like I did nothing. Like,
Well,
some.
I made good passing plays because I know how to play with like someone who's got the ability.
Hmm.
But yeah, I still didn't do that good. So.
Hmm. It's kind of an awkward angle that we come at. I mean, even
Yeah.
if we did hit this ball, we wouldn't have hit it that well. Just coming at it from the angle, we could be coming head on and then hitting it to the left or right, and that's a goal.
Yeah, right there. And
Yeah, this one's just awkward because he hits that forward, and I think you expect the teammate back here to rotate around, but he was like really far back on the last play, as far as I remember. Let me see. So he flipped on that play. Maybe he's rotating around, maybe he's not. I feel like he's looking for boost or something. Probably he's looking for boost. Let's see.
yeah, and I remember this moment because I was like, well, should I
No.
have been following him closer or should I have waited till the other guy,
Mm,
got back into the play? Because I actually could have cleared that ball had I been closer to him, but I know that
mhm.
I mean, I think that that's probably dangerous most of the time, but
Yeah,
and
I
see, I
think.
could have actually gotten a 50 right there if I had
Yeah,
committed.
well, you can actually, yeah, just commit from that distance as well, and I think that comes from. I mean, this is one of those split-second decisions. You have to decide go or don't go, and you chose to not go, and
It wasn't the
it
best
didn't work out,
outcome.
and
Yeah.
we just have to learn from that. I mean, you're already up there, right? There's no reason for you to really turn away, uh, because the shot on net is really dangerous, right? And then oh, what is it? The kind of save you're trying to make won't take you too far out of position, and so even if it's a miss, it won't really matter too much because your teammate's behind you. So I think you can commit to that kind of ball. We should land on the wall a little bit smoother just to get a little bit more momentum in our favor. We push up a little too close again. Let him hit that. If he doesn't, then you're ready for it to follow. Good job. Wait for him to double tap. There you go. Good job. Nice. You're not going to make a play, so you just come down. Stay back left. That's perfect. I think it's fine as long as you follow. Oh, you could have flipped into that. That one's another single jump and then flip play to get some power on it. Or I think here's your problem, right? Is that you opt for the double jump really quickly, right?
Yeah.
And in this moment, you actually don't even need the double. You can double jump here too, right? Is that you can single jump, boost into the ball, and then as you get under the ball, you use your jump to propel you up again to get some height on this and get it like up and over like that.
Okay.
Instead of automatically double jumping, and now you're having gravity work against you because you've already double jumped, which means you're falling now from the single jump or from the double jump in the moment of hitting the ball, so you're going to get less power. While if you jump into the ball in that moment, you're going to be generating the most power you can. And it's probably getting you used to. Oh, getting you used to delaying your flips and delaying your jumps is more of a habitual thing than it is like a technique, right?
Yeah.
And habits are kind of a lot harder to break than like a skill to learn or pick up on. This one's you. That's kind of. Eh. Like, are you comfortable flying backwards?
This is one of the worst positions for me right here
Mm-hmm.
is up on the back wall with the ball floating out in front.
Mm-hmm.
I can jump off, turn, and do that no problem, but it's slow
Mm-hmm.
because you have to air roll, and when you do that, you don't have much opportunity to boost because you're turning your car, and so yeah, I think I need to get more comfortable with that.
When you say like you don't have much opportunity to boost while you're air rolling your car, right? Is it because your buttons are like away
No,
from
my
each
boost
other?
is on R1, so I
Okay.
think it's more of a mental thing
Mm-hmm.
that like I feel like, oh, I can't boost and air roll,
Well,
or
there is a way to work on that, like this idea right here that I can think of, where if you have a buddy, or you have me too, where
Mhm.
you go into a 1v1 match, right, and you put the mutators to a light ball and a extra bounciness, right? Um,
Mhm.
you are on the back wall here, and you line the ball up to be like along this side, somewhere along this corner, and the other
Mhm.
car comes in and drives into it, right? And the ball will
Mhm.
hit really hard, and it'll hit off of. Oops, shoot, my mouse. There we go. It'll hit off of this corner wall from that side part here, and then bounce up
Yeah.
like this and up and over. And you align your car up in the same position, and your goal is to jump off the wall and then flip into the ball. Like jump off the
Yep.
wall, boost, air roll your car to be upside down, and flip into the ball.
Yep.
uh, and do that over and over again. That's not necessarily how I practice, because I would go into games, right, and then I would get put in this position, and then you just have to force yourself to try to make that play. And eventually, you're gonna fail a lot of times, and you're gonna get scored on and lose a lot of games. But eventually, there'll come the day where you're starting to get it down, and it's more
Right.
consistent, and now you're not getting scored on because this ball never goes in front of your net to begin with. But here, there's
Yep.
just so much open space to hit this down the line for Waffles to come down and start making a play on it, and it allows you time to get boost in this play, because now you're again like delegating a task to your teammate while you go and get yourself boost for the next play. This is a hit off the wall. Oh, this is a play where I wouldn't take it slow, only because you have two people pressuring you in this moment, right?
Yeah.
And a nice hit, like what you want to do is hit this up like in this corner here, and what that does is it pops it away from the wall instead of being along it. So if you hit here and goes along the wall, you'd have to hit it pretty high to beat this guy out, which you could because he's not on the wall enough. um, but so I would aim for this spot generally. In this play, I think you could have hit it more inside too, because I think he comes down. Yeah, he comes down, and it comes up, and it would go around him anyway. But hitting this up high really hard and out would allow you time to grab this boost.
Mhm.
That's kind of a big thing. And then they get the next opportunity for a play, but you don't care because you can save whatever play they have because you have 100 boost and you have wall to access. So now we're trying to push with 0 boost, and that boost is probably gone now, so now we have to path for different boosts. We kind of made the next like 15 seconds of ours a little bit more pressured than it needed to be. We're missing a lot of boost pads. Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
The demo is actually good because it kills that guy's momentum. Yeah, we would have had a lot easier time making a more confident play with a lot more boost if we had pathed on the pennies. This here, you can just take it slow. Look for a 50. I wouldn't use too much boost into the 50 though, because you want to conserve it for the next play. Oh my god. Oh, there it is. That's the win. Yeah, on this play right here, like, sometimes you just gotta accept your losses, right? And here you gotta think, like, okay, one, if you pushed up a little bit because we weren't sure on what kind of bounce would happen, right? The bounce ends up being out to this way, and it's coming a little close to us. So getting a bang here and knowing that they have two people at the ready to jump up for the next ball that you center clues you in that you should take this ball slow and go for a 50 to take them out. And since you know this already, you go into it, you have 49 boost, and you just take the rest of this play slow and bring it into them, right? And they will come to
Mhm.
you because they're going to be nervous about you approaching them. They don't want that ball close to their goal. So they're going to come to you. You don't have to worry about that. And your goal should be now to, because of the angle that you come at, again, like, we have to change up how we approach this 50 to begin with once we come into this. We're going to come in, and you want to catch the ball on the inside here, actually, instead, right? So that it comes inside. You want to push the ball inside here, right? To get it
Mhm.
towards here. And your car, though, when you get that next hit, right, wants to come around. And do you know why we want the ball to come around here? So that, I guess the ball will be, oops, the ball will be right here, and they're going to come in like this, right? Why is this a more ideal position? And it comes from like what happens with your 50, right?
Well, because chances are it's gonna go flying up against the wall, and then you're gonna better center. I mean, that's the only thing I can think
Well,
of.
we don't want the ball to be on the wall, right? Because this guy's
Well, I
gonna
was
rotate
thinking of
out.
it bouncing off, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we wanna direct this 50, right? Because we can direct 50s if we line our car up correctly, right? So
Yeah.
what direction do we want the ball to go?
Hopefully up into the goal.
I mean, this guy's yeah, I guess so, right? Like we want the ball to go in the goal. But this guy's blocking our way to the goal, right? So he's gonna come in here, and we
Yeah.
can't get this ball forward. He can't get the ball backwards, right? The ball can only go. I mean, if you both stay on the ground and you pinch this up in the air, it's gonna go high and up in the air, right? If you both stay on the
Yeah.
ground, but you're both gonna flip into it, right? And depending on how each of you flip into it, the ball will go in a certain direction. It'll be either in
Okay.
this middle part, it'll go right or it'll go left, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, which direction do we want this ball to go?
I guess left because the teammate is back there.
Yeah. Because we can infer from this information, right? We have all three
Yeah.
orange people here, and we know that the blue guy is somewhere in this vicinity, just somewhere here. And he has a scoring opportunity like that. You also, with that 50, you'll have your 49 boost, right? So once that 50's over, you're going to start going back on defense because now you've assigned him the play in the midfield,
Okay.
and he's on offense, you're on defense, right?
Yeah.
The problem with your approach is that now imagine trying to come in inside here, right? And the kind of pinch that would happen, it's going to go straight back, right?
Yeah.
And Falcon
Matter
might be
what.
ready, he might not be ready. It depends on how hard this, ball gets pinched in and how high it goes and, all that stuff. And so the approach is a lot more dangerous because that ball is coming in at him. He's not going to get as clean of a hit because I can tell you shooting, like coming in from the side to shoot a ball coming in from the side is a lot easier than having the ball come directly at you face on and you to shoot that in as well. So we kind of set the next play up wrong to begin with as well. But he reads it well, and then he gets shot in. So I like the 50. I think we could have made it a lot cleaner for our teammates though too, and we could have also been multitasking where we set up the offensive play and have enough boost to already rotate on defense. So
Okay.
yep, that was that game. A lot of the double jumping's a huge issue though.
Okay.
With a lot of it's cutting off a lot of like mechanical opportunities we could have.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. We shouldn't back up though. This one's one. It comes right back at us. I get like hesitating here, but the backup here is like
Pointless.
and it's actually more than pointless. It actually is detrimental to the next play
yeah.
because we have to drive forward now. We have to kill our backward momentum and begin moving forward. So it just it hurts us actually. This is dangerous. We let this bounce. We go for the next play. Again, we double jump too quickly. We can jump and boost at the same time and then jump later when we catch up to the ball. This is fine. It's okay. Like jumping for that is kind of like weird, but
Yeah. I don't think I meant to. I'm not really sure.
I couldn't really tell, but it doesn't like really matter. This one you shouldn't be pushing up on, only because they have three people on defense right there that could swoop in at any moment, and your teammate's trying to follow it too. I like the experimenting though, because I would have done the same thing. If you're trying to win, that's not what you do. But like if you're trying to learn, that is what you do.
Yeah, Diaz was the guy in this game that was playing really well. So.
Outside the box thinking right here is once it bounces here, right? And this is a way to recover. And I don't know if you've seen people recover in the pros like do this, right?
Go off the goal.
But you can go up and around here.
I
right?
do that quite a bit.
And this is one of those opportunities to come out and up and over and then actually aerial into this. Now this is like mechanically very difficult to do, but if I saw you do this, I'd be very impressed with like, hey, this is like high level thinking right here, right? That even though I know you probably wouldn't have the aerial accuracy to go up and fly, not only direct your car driving upside down, but then also fly upside down and maintain the height necessary and backward or forward flip into it and land on the ground to follow up on the next play. It's like a lot to do all in a moment, but it's an option, and
I really beat up Jazz right there too.
Yeah, yeah. It also clears space for Jazz. Multitask. That's another.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
right there, the boost.
Yeah.
Your teammate scores this, I think. Yeah. Oh, this is a forfeit game, actually. I noticed that we're only a minute in, and it's like a third done, or almost half done.
Yeah, Jazz was just everywhere. He didn't do anything spectacular. It just was his positioning.
You know what we could do too is we could watch Jazz's perspective as well, because if you, what I like to do is when I play in games like ranked games and I feel someone's better than me, I'll watch what I did wrong, but more importantly, I'll watch what the other team did right. So I was doing some ranked games the other day, and there's this guy, his name's Communism, and his buddy Relly are and they're top 100, and they're amazing at the game. And I was getting beat to most balls, and I was like, man, I don't get this feeling a lot, because I pride myself in being a like fast player as well, and reading plays fast, but they are much faster than me. What are they doing? And instead of watching my own gameplay and saying, yeah, I'm slow, I need to jump up quicker, I look at, well, what did they do before the play even started that allowed them to be fast? You by the way, in the last like 30 seconds, 45 seconds of this gameplay, you haven't really needed to do anything, and that's okay.
No.
Like, because there are definitely games where you come in, and I think that challenge is okay too, but like there are games where you're going to feel like I haven't done anything this game, but it doesn't mean you've done anything wrong or you need to do anything more. That wasn't a good play.
Anything stupid.
That wasn't a good play because you're third man back, and you don't want to overcommit like that. You're moving up too close. Okay, cool. Good back off. Like. We needed to jump off and kick that out earlier, away from what's his name. And that's it. Okay, well that's the game. I mean, this game, there's not much to talk about other than that it's like similar things that you were doing in the other game, except Jazz went nuts. Well, really, Jazz didn't actually go nuts. The other team's defense is really poor. But I bet you he's going to look a lot like your gameplay. Oh, yeah.
There was one more I played with him, and it was the same thing. He just walked all over everybody because of his position. So.
And he could have had a good game, too, or a good day. Well, that's totally possible. Like, seeing how he cuts that off. He actually air rolled into that, too. I like that. It's fine. He's waiting for you to make a play on that, and you take a really long time. Like, this is something that you could notice, too, from watching other people, right? Look at how you look in this gameplay. In that same spot, and how much time you're taking to go up, and that double jump, you got like no power on it as well.
Yeah.
From that play, it just further illustrates what's going on. That's really close. That's ambitious, but I like the play because that could be a goal. Close. There we go. We got the boost. He's waiting for his teammate to make a play. He starts turning on this because he thinks he can, and he's closer to it than you, and this is where I would say you back off right here, right? And it's because he's second man up. And see that play unfold. He should not be jumping up for that, so that's bad on him. And I don't know what he's doing to you, but what a save by him. He didn't even need a backflip either. He could have just double jumped and he would actually landed a lot smoother. Playing back, waiting for the boost. He's letting you two fight it out because it's a 2v2. That was a risky up, but he knew he could beat the guy. The only thing is that if this other guy jumped up before him, what was it? This guy, I think. Oh, he had no boost. Oh, wait, no, this guy. Yeah, this guy just double jumped earlier to knock this down the field, like took ball cam off in that moment, noticed Jazz was charging him, he'd double jump, and then he'd like 50 this out, and then like the play would be over, but now that's not the case. So Jazz looks like a lot more of a mechanically comfortable player than you, though.
Right.
As well.
Yeah.
Decent. Oh, that's. I guess he got a hit on that. I don't really like the challenge because it doesn't really accomplish much. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's how everyone missed. And then he just finishes. He shouldn't have been able to score that one, but...
Right, that was kind of not a good example of anything good.
That's why this team that you're playing against isn't particularly great. Like, all of them are panicking, overcommitting, not looking at the field, doing everything wrong. Okay, well that guy just gave him a goal, too, because he didn't read the bounce.
Yeah, I think they kind of are like already disgusted with themselves at this point.
I'm pretty sure like the rest of this game doesn't really matter, but um, let's
I
see.
did save a couple more if you want to see any of the other ones, but
We could, but I feel like it's
it's up
going to
to
be the
you.
same problems, right, in
Okay.
each game. I think it would be helpful for me to jump into games with you, and
Okay.
I'm gonna start like directing like certain things on the field with the gameplay. If you're okay with that as well,
Yep,
like
that's fine.
um,
I don't think I'm particularly well positioned mentally tonight to play because I'm so tired. But
oh yeah,
um,
I mean the accounts that I have are family shared accounts, so they can't play ranked. They would be casual games. You wouldn't have to worry about MMR and things. But if you feel as though that you're going to have a tough time picking up on the things that I talk about as well,
no,
compared to another night, like we could do that another time as well. And instead, I could run through the drill I was just talking about with that corner part that you have difficulty with.
okay.
So up to you. Do you want to run some games?
No, because I think I already know what I need to do for for the corner thing.
Okay.
I know I can put a trainer up really quickly and
Oh,
make
true.
it you know. Um, so yeah, I think I'd be okay at games. I was thinking it would be a ranked match or something, but
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I'm not here to boost. Like that's not my
oh no,
goal.
that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
no, I wasn't thinking from a
no,
boosting.
no, don't worry about that. I wasn't thinking that you were thinking that either. I was just I didn't explain myself before I went into things, and I don't want you to feel pressured to win as well. Like,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
that's the idea of ranked is like you're there to win, and well, you're there to improve, but in the process, you want to win. So,
I just have
um,
never felt that casual is a representative of an actual game because
yeah,
there's so many different people. There's so many different like you. It's a mixed bag of who you get, and a lot of times people are just goofing around. Like it's just not. It
yeah,
just
because for me, like at least this account will be higher ranked on casuals because I don't know what your casual is. Um, Rocket League Tracker Network. But depending on what your rank is, right? This one's 1127, so this one's like an easier account that I have. You probably have a higher MMR in normals than I do in this one, so let me jump on a little bit more difficult account. Because how I see it is that, oh, my main account's at like 2500 casual MMR or something like that.
Mhm.
So in those games, there's pretty much no one below Champ 2 that gets into those games. It's like Champ 3s and above play on those, like in those games. So even
What?
though
I'm
they're
sorry. What MMR?
uh, 2500 would be
Oh,
the
okay.
like the number. Which account would be good? Probably 8. Yeah, I think I have like 12 accounts, so I have to remember.
I thought it was bad with two.
Oh no, no, don't worry about it. Well, those aren't all. Not all of those can play ranked as well, right?
Okay.
I have 4 accounts that can play ranked, and the other 8 are family shared accounts that I play with friends.
Gotcha.
Oh, Rocket League's freaking out right now. Okay,
Whoa,
cool. It's kind of
that
weird.
was cool.
I mean, cool might be a word. I don't know. Concerning might be another.
It was sarcasm.
Oh no, I know. Wait, is that what my homepage is? Okay, there we go. So my homepage is that. Let me see what this one is. 1400. Yeah, this one probably be fine. So don't add the account I linked. It has the same name.
Uh,
Add this account instead,
okay.
and that'll be through Google. They take you through. They need to make an easier way to link accounts. There we go.
I gotta get in the game here. My Rocket League's just been failing to start lately. I don't know what the deal is. It just did it
Yeah.
again.
For me, like it says I'm not logged into the Rocket League servers.
I wonder if
But
that's what it is. I've been having tons of problems with people not joining the game lately, the last week, 2 weeks or something.
I don't know what it is. This game's always had problems, and it especially happens when updates happen. But like for this problem that I'm having now, okay, there we go. Now I'm connected to the Rocket League servers, so you just have to like wait until it eventually
Yeah.
does connect, which is a little bit annoying. All right, we'll go into 3 is probably.
I'm seriously considering getting a 1440p 240 hertz monitor.
Ooh, that'd be
Yeah, the
really nice.
Lenovo Legion is coming out in April.
Oh,
Uh,
dang. I don't actually, because I have a 144 hertz monitor that's 1080p, and
yeah,
but that would be awesome. 1440,
yeah,
like 240 hertz. You said?
yeah, 240.
I can't fathom what that looks like because for me, when I went from 60 to 144,
It was
I
huge.
before I got it, I was like, could it really be that much of a difference? And it was
Yes,
huge.
you can't go back.
Right. Now when I see things on 60, I'm like,
Ew, this is
yeah, oh god.
gross.
That's why when I see console players, I'm like, how do you do it still?
How,
Like
yeah,
this.
I don't. I tried to play on PS4 on my 55-inch TV,
Uh huh.
and I was like, I can't handle it. Like it hurts my eyes. Like
Yeah.
literally, this is like gross. Um, so I can't imagine what 240 hertz looks like compared to what I'm at now, which is 161.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do the. I don't know if you're familiar with the Blurbusters thing where you cap your frames 3 frames lower than your maximum hertz on your monitor. You turn on VSync and you turn on G-Sync within NVIDIA control panel, and then you have the lowest input lag with G-Sync enabled.
I did not know that. I've never heard of that
Yeah,
before, actually.
yeah, I can send you a link on it. It's pretty cool. The only way to get lower, obviously, is to not have G-Sync enabled at all.
Uh huh.
Um, but this is like a happy. It's. I mean, you're talking a 2 milliseconds difference between having it off and having it on, or
Right.
maybe 3, something like that. But so
So it's like hardly like at that point it's minuscule.
it's so minuscule that it really doesn't matter. But I think that the 240 hertz for me would probably be a huge improvement. I'm still considering whether I'm going to do this because I'm going to have to drop like 2 grand
Oh
to get
yeah,
the right card and all
it
that.
sounds a
But
lot too.
yeah, it's $1 grand for the monitor.
You can charge it up all. Oh, dang. Let me change my video settings too so that I'm on. It's very clear for me. There we go.
Yeah, I should have challenged him. Return.
Oh, it's a West server. Cool. Thanks, coach. Same. Oh, you got that for me. But I can you can rotate around. I'll be on the back wall. You can move up on this next play. He's gonna try to go for a hit though. I'll go up. And he's gonna boom it back, so we can just stay back. There's one guy in your corner too. Good hit. Keep following because I'm playing back right now. Oh, I can't get actually. Nice hit. I'm gonna play wall because oh well, they're not charging, so you go, Brandon. There we go. And let's see if I can go. Oh wait, whoa, I jumped wrong. I'll jump back. Good challenge.
Awesome.
As long as he can get it there. Oh, they all committed. I'm gonna take their boost and just take it away. I'm knocking it down to you.
Oh, he was there.
Pop that up just to get it like awkward for him. I'm just keeping it in their zone right now to just make them have to use a lot more resources to get it out of their zone.
Yeah.
He's gonna go up on the wall. Nope, never mind. Put that away. Just keeping it in. I'm gonna get boost in the meantime. You can follow that. Close. Is he gonna hit that? Nope. I did not miss that. I probably shouldn't have touched that actually, considering that our teammate was coming back.
Not the greatest hit for me.
I can get boost in the meantime. That's fine. You can follow on that. Good job. Oh, almost a carry.
Yeah.
Aw, dang, I got bumped by that guy. Our teammate's on wall, that's really good by him. I'm gonna jump up to help this ball along. Rotating around. Ready for the hit. I gotta wait now, because he's gonna get shot. Oh my god. Got it over his head. It might be in, it might not. Alright. Thanks. How, in comparison to the ranked games, what is this game as a representation? Yeah, a comparison between a ranked game and a casual game. I mean, that's not fair. Don't look at that. But like the other parts.
I guess I don't know.
Is it more fast-paced?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's not a bad one. It's just sometimes, like I said, you get ones that are, you're like, why am I in this even?
Oh, yeah, you get like drunk people at night especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those ones.
Yeah, I got bumped out. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave. You can rotate around into net. Because our teammates got possession. Yeah, good job actually. Once he gave that away. There we go. Block him. Take boost pads in the meantime. Our teammate misses. Fine. Good hit. Oh my gosh. Our teammate's a savage. I'll be back left. I'm gonna hit this middle. Oh. Almost.
Every time he's right there.
Hit this along the wall. It's gonna bounce up middle.
Oh, I got bumped.
I'll wait back because I'm waiting for their play to happen. That's fine. I'll leave it to you. Just gonna circle around. Our teammates floating around the net. Up. I just want to hit that to open space so I can just get boosted in the meantime. This guy's up in the air. I mean, they just gave a lot of time there. That's the only reason. They gave too much time to me, so they also pushed up too close.
Yeah, and I'm at the bottom of the see.
Push that over to the right.
I whipped. Dang it.
I gotta just wait for his hit. Play back into net for now. Good challenge. Get that to the corner. Our teammate's following, so I'm gonna go to wall to protect a backboard hit. Okay. Wait for this guy to touch. Wait for that guy to touch. Wait for the next guy to touch. They're all trying to hit it. Okay, that's fine. So I have a lot of time here, so I'm gonna slow it down. I took his boost away, so he doesn't have much of a chance to do anything. You can move forward. I'm on wall here to protect. Good by Brandon. Oh, it's just off. And I failed my wave dash, so I'm not going to recover fast. Cutting it off. You can move forward now, and I'm going to take their boost pads in the meantime. It's a good pass. Oh! Oh, no.
Fuck you, coach. Oh my god.
Oh. That's so mean. I know, I get called up for that stuff. You're my boy. I'll give him this.
This is catch. What the hell?
I know. Well, I mean, you get a lot of... Gotta let your team score, Brosim, or they won't learn.
Not true.
I mean...
You're learning all the time, so...
Yeah, if you're in your games, you know, you'll carry me to
just
state.
playing with carrying me to state.
Well, it allows you to be in more comfortable positions as well, like that you can start working on other aspects of your game or regionals. Actually, I keep forgetting that CIF is a California thing, and I always want to say like we go into CIF, but
Oh,
or maybe city. That's funny. What was I gonna say though? There's also that tendency of mine though too to want to beat someone really bad when they say something.
yeah.
But you know, that wasn't why I went all out on certain plays. It's kind of like the play's right there. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it really. The play's right there, you know, and
I don't think
following
I think
up
it'd
on
be
it is
a
very
disservice
important.
if it didn't take the opportunities.
Yeah, it's kind of like leaving them open, and then the play never happens, right? And for you to witness the play is really important because you need to know that those plays need to happen. It's not just
Yeah.
like that they like happen and I'm being fancy, right? Like
Right.
here, I'm jumping up for this next play, and it's like a follow-up, but me going for that play is necessary as well. He's gonna touch that. That's fine. You can follow that play. I got this. That was a good 50 by you, actually. Oh, I missed the shot. I should get coaching. You can push up on this since you saw me rotate back. That's fine. I'm waiting for this touch. I'm gonna stay on the left side. Oh, he stayed in net. That's interesting. Oh, I allowed him to hit that. It's gonna come right back to you, though. Almost? There we go. I'm gonna rotate back, so you can push up a little bit more aggressively. I'm up. This is gonna go mid. Almost. Also, when the video gets uploaded too, when you're looking at this, you can see like the kind of what the field looks like to me in real time as well. And see like the decisions I'm making and why I'm making them. So I'm jumping up for this already. Oh my god, and I missed. Because I wanted to take the shot before anyone else took it.
Yeah.
So you can move forward since I rotated around you.
Tried to stretch to get there.
Rotate around. Demo in the meantime, so it relieves a lot of pressure. And I just patiently wait until a play happens. If I don't wait on that right here and I start pushing forward, I don't have the same shot opportunity.
Yeah.
The only time that I would push up on that play is if they had someone in the midfield that looked like they were trying to pass it to them. Oh, okay. I will try to... Ah, damn. Didn't get it. I'll rotate around. It's up. You can challenge that. Good job. Good challenge. I'll go up. That's going to be mid for a teammate, and while he's doing that, I'm going to rotate around and get boost. You can stay forward with him since I'm all the way back. I rotated back for boost. Nice. If you can follow up one more on that. It's a little bit awkward of an angle. And if you have the boost, you might be able to make that play, but I'm waiting for this guy to turn in. Good play. Good follow-up.
Oh, what the hell?
Good hit away. You got it to open space, so now you can do something else. Okay, I'm up now. Just try to keep it in their zone to create pressure. I just gotta make a play on this because it's taking too long. Oh, I'm gonna miss that. That's my bad. Oh, I wanted to get a touch on that since I knew our teammate was gonna touch that.
I have 0.
You can go for this though, I'm back. It allows you to still be involved in the play if you go for that kind of thing, rather than sitting in net with no boost.
That's true.
I want to take away this boost pad so that no one else can get it down that side of the field. I can't push because it's too dangerous. I'm gonna wait. I had to jump away from that guy. Nice shot, and that's a play. Here, I just have to wait patiently for this guy to hit it to me and take away his boost so that he doesn't
Yeah.
and get any for his own. And then also I have to jump over the demo bump thing because I know he's right behind me. So the play has to happen really quick. I went to take that guy's boost, and we should have got super on because I made the wrong decision.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I kind of cut you off actually, but you can go forward. That one is a double jump, like we could have wrapped around the ball in that moment. We had a little bit of time. Good play. Just keep with it. Oh, our teammate went up with you. That's unfortunate. You can go forward. I'll go up since no one else is going. I think that's not a goal. Okay, well now it's a goal. I don't know. Here, I just wait. Like, the reason why you back up, too, from really far distance and go for those kind of aerials... Oh, wait, I guess it was. Is so that you can see the whole field while looking at the ball. So, because, you know, I do say to take off ball cam to look at the field and everything, but even just being away from the play allows you to look at the field and the ball at the same time. I'm in net, so you can push. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I'll go on wall instead now. I'm waiting for them to start fighting. Oh, I guess that never happens. You can keep pushing since I'm last back. Too close. I'm going to wait for him to make a weird touch. That's good.
Oh, I didn't even look. Just hit it into me.
Oh, I didn't hit that. I'm just going to hit it away. Nice follow. Good job waiting for my hit.
Yep.
And the ball is not going to bounce. I'll let him do his thing. Okay, never mind. I do think in general that experiencing, I mean, I don't know how often you play with Grand Champs or higher ranks in general.
I see a lot of Grand Champs in where I'm at currently. So I don't know what they're a Grand Champ in, but still, they're a Grand Champ.
Oh, like they're Season 9, right? It'll say
Season 9,
season.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those people are most likely people that either got it, like, at one point and have stopped playing the game and lost it over time. Oh, it's these guys again. I think I should probably mute so that I just play my normal game. There we go. A lot of different things. Oh, okay, he's gone. I'll rotate around since I have an awkward hit. You can go up the wall here. That's a good hit by you. So now I'll follow. I'm rotating around because I didn't get a good hit. Oh, that's a good block. I'm gonna wait though, because that guy's gonna go up. Oh my god. I just gotta wait still.
What's going on with Fire Guy here?
He left and then joined, so I don't know. I'm gonna wait. This ball's gonna go middle. I'm gonna wait on wall with 0 boost just to let him hit it. Okay. I can't make a play, so I go immediately down. Picking up boost pads along the way back to net. I had to dodge a teammate right there. Oh, well, that's unfortunate for their team. I'm rotated back so you can move forward. I'm gonna boost downwards to get downward momentum a lot quicker. That was really dangerous of his teammate, but I'm up. Hit this away. I'm playing back right now. Good up. This ball's gonna get boomed to our... Okay. Okay. I'll go forward then, since you're rotating back. Oh, that was almost good by a guy. You can move forward since it's kind of awkward right now. Fire God's gonna move forward. I'll go on wall since this is really high. It's gonna bounce up in the air really awkwardly for them, which means I can get boost in the meantime. Good hit. That was a really good back hit. Nice. I want this guy to hit it actually. we go. That one, if you're watching the video on that part, it's called like the type of aerial I do is called a stall. And I'll probably just explain that right after this game to just explain. If you know, do you know what stalling is?
I know of the word and I know that people do it, but I've never really researched it myself.
It's a really useful tool during certain like aerials. Oh shit. I accidentally hit that wrong, so now I have to clean that. You can hit that against the wall. That one would be a good hit to hit directly off the wall towards our team more rather than to them.
Yeah.
He's gonna go up, but never mind. Okay. Now, this guy should have gone up the wall immediately and then followed it, but he allowed me time to shoot, so. That's why we don't commit to a play, overcommit to a play that we aren't sure is gonna happen yet. I'm waiting back, because it looks pretty dicey. Fire God's moving into this, which means I can play back. I'll move forward, it's gonna bounce off the wall, which means I just take the shot. I miss. Close. Look at that, that was a great pass by that guy. I don't know what our teammate's saying. If he is saying something... Oh, teammate, thanks. There we go.
He said thanks.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I missed the boost pad. That's pretty important. Good up. I'm gonna follow with you. You might be able to get that? Nice. Oh, sorry. I followed up with that. Well, that one would be your ball. I wasn't sure if you were going to go up there, so I decided to stay, but... Oh, wow. I did not expect that hit. I'm just going to stop that along the wall so that you can get it better. I probably shouldn't have taken that boost away from you.
I had some.
That's yours to follow.
Oh, see, I'm not expecting these guys to whiff like they are.
Yeah, definitely not, because they play a pretty cocky style, at least in my eyes. They go for a lot of, like, mechanically difficult plays. And they're not there yet, but they're close. Ah, he got it over me. That one I don't need to rush either. I can allow him to do what he's doing, and so that's a mess up on my part. I let you down, coach. I'll bench me. I like this guy. This guy's fun. I get the boost right now. That guy's up. I will wait back. Okay, good to know. You can follow up now immediately. Close. I just want to bump that guy so that he doesn't have an opportunity to counter you. You might be able to get this. Nice! Aw, so close.
All I could do was hit it with my wheels.
Did not get a good hit. Thank you. I messed up on my aerial, so then I had to twist my car to face the way I was going originally. And then I flipped forward to keep momentum going forward back as well. So it was like taking the concept of flipping back, but applying that to me messing up. If that makes any sense. GG's coach, I think. Good luck, my dude. That's all I got for him.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. I wish I could add him, but this account I can't add people in the pros.
Oh, remember the pros.
So funny. Yeah, with stalling though, I'll probably actually, because the video will be done, right? And well, actually, I could start here. Let's back out of this lobby. I'll end the video here, but we'll play another game too. But it's I think it's a pretty important concept.